Hello, hello, hello. Today I have got a message for somebody about a relationship, the truth of this connection. Why won't they reach out? I am Alicia Barani Matahari, the Heart Whisperer. Welcome to my channel and let's get into your message. First out, we have got the Five of Voices, which is the Five of Swords. And I'm seeing in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, there's a person in the background who is by the water, who is weeping. That is where this relationship either has been or will lead to. And the reason is this person is in two minds. This person is stuck in their head. This person is ambivalent. They cannot get their heart and they cannot get their head on the same page to move forward in a way that honors relationship. They approach relationship from the head, strategically, using power games, using mental gymnastics, using communication, using semantics. They don't involve their heart in the process, which means that any relationship that they're in with somebody who does bring their heart into the relationship, the other person will have to do the emotional labor for this person. And that will ultimately lead to a Five of Swords, which is an imbalanced relationship, which is an unwinnable situation, which leaves one party weeping. You have the Seven of Swords. Again, we're seeing the two heads in this. Again, reinforcing that this person, they may present like they're saying the right words, that they're doing the right relationship things, but it's not showing is that their heart is shut down. This person is unwilling to be vulnerable, but they may come across very charming. They may come across on the surface like they do relationship, but really they don't. And they don't want you to know that. They're also cunning. They're quick to think on their feet. They might be good with their relationship words, but it's at a head level. Their heart is not engaged. But yet in this, they're on the shadow side, but they want access to your heart because they know how rich that is and what they can get from it. They don't even have the compassion or the empathy to understand that that would be a really painful experience for the other person in the relationship. And the relationship we're talking about is the relationship with you. We have the Eight of Inspiration in reverse, which is the Eight of Wands in reverse. And this is telling me that they are sitting on the fence. They're not willing to move forward to you. They're stagnating. They're hoping. I'm hearing that phrase, treat him mean and keep him keen. And there's a movie with Audrey Tautou from back in the day. I think it's called Priceless, and it's set in the French Riviera, where she gets what she wants in relationship from men, and she gets involved with this guy that works in the hotel, and she teaches him how to get what he wants from rich women, and she teaches him to have his voice trail off at the end of the situation and to look pensive and thoughtful. And this is something that this person might present as being deep, but really it's a technique, it's a manipulation. And it's not the good kind of manipulation, because another word for manipulation is creativity. It's taking inputs, it's taking raw materials, and it's transforming it into another form. Another word for manipulation is process. This person, their process is manipulating other people. It's not showing up with their heart and putting their heart into relationship. The Two of Inspiration, which is the Two of Wands, they're watching you from afar. They want you to make the move. They don't want to make the move. They want you to come towards them. When people come towards them, that validates what they think in their head, the story that they've told themselves about who they are. They're operating on a very heartless, intellectual level, not a heartfelt, holistic level. And again, this will lead to sadness. And I'm feeling an overwhelming feeling of sadness, whether this is somebody that you have had a past relationship with that's led to this place, or it's at the early stages and this is an echo of what might transpire in the future. Take it how it resonates, as this is a collective reading. We have the Ace of Materials, which in this deck is the Ace of Pentacles. They want you to offer them something. They don't want to offer you. Anything that they offer you is really them manipulating you into offering them something. They might offer a small gesture in order to get access to your heart, to be cunning, to be a fox in the hen house, in the life that is yours, to steal all your eggs, to kill all your chickens. This is happening at a subconscious level. However, they're very strategic and they do know there is that question of, yes, they're operating from a wound. Yes, they have unconscious patterns operating, but they have enough awareness to know that they're operating from a heartless level and that they're trying to get something from somebody else's heart, that they're trying to emotionally manipulate somebody else. They may tell themselves that they are the superior person because they don't get emotional. Well, if that's the case, why not partner with somebody that you believe is at your level then? At which point does manipulation become, evil is the word that's coming to mind, become harmful to another person? And that's something that they're not willing to look in the mirror at, and that's something that they're not willing to wrestle with within themselves and show up in a relationship that is reciprocal and fair. Three of Emotions. They want you to be their Three of Cups. Three of Emotions is Three of Cups. They want you to show up with your whole heart. They want you to collaborate with them. They want to have the appearance to the outside world of besties, of a relationship where somebody shows up for them, where somebody celebrates their wins, where somebody holds their hand when they're in the depths, but they're not willing to reciprocate that. And they don't even have the capacity to reciprocate that because they don't understand what is driving them at this point. They're not willing to be vulnerable. They're not willing to open their heart. They have a shut down heart chakra, but they want to feed off of your heart energy. We have the Knight of Voices in reverse under the Seven of Voices. The Knight of Voices and the Eight of Wands. The Knight of Voices is the Knight of Swords. These are two of the fastest moving cards in the deck. Those in the Chariot would be very fast moving energies. However, this is also in reverse. The Knight, he's not willing to come towards you. She's not willing to come towards you. They want you to come to them. They're stagnating and they are trying to pull you in through being immovable, through being in a stalemate, holding you in a pattern, refusing to let you move on by playing games and casting illusions in the space. Ten of Swords. Either this connection has ended or it will end with a Ten of Swords, which is something that can be a painful ending. However, endings are but new beginnings also. And in this Three of Swords, in this Ten of Voices, this Ten of Swords, she's lying on her back and she has her heart up to Spirit. This is an offering for you to offer this up to Spirit. You're not compatible with this kind of energy because your heart is in the game, and your heart will be pierced by moving forward in this connection at an intimate level. It doesn't mean that you have to cut this person off. It means that you have to accept the reality of where they are and where you are. You can never be fulfilled in a relationship with somebody like this at an intimate level because your expectation is reciprocity, because that is your definition of relationship and that is just who you are. It is not transactional. It is, we both show up. If we all give, we all receive. That is how you do relationship. Again, a fundamental incompatibility. We have got the Justice card here. Again, this is echoing the ambivalence of this person. It's like you will be holding your head in your hands, constantly wondering what games they are playing. Your justice is to meet somebody who is at your level, who to be in intimate relationship, who is at your level. And that is a level where both heart and head are involved. It is not saying in any way, shape, or form that you should not have your head in relationship. Of course you should, but your heart should also be involved. It is consensus. The Justice card comes after the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the wheel turning. Your justice is to be in relationship with somebody who can meet you where you are, who is compatible with you, as is their justice to be in relationship with somebody who meets them where they are. And they may very well be satisfied with that. Who knows? We have the Page of Materials. The page is a small and is a potential energy, a smaller energy. What they can offer you is small at this point. It can grow, but the issue is that you are already so far ahead of them in relationship skills, in relationship capacity, that you will automatically be lifting, being the heavyweight in relationship in this, and they will be a drain on you. They will drain from you. And then last out, we have the King of Emotions, which is the King of Cups. This is your card. The Page and the King, that's not a balanced relationship. That is teacher, student, parent, child. That is an imbalance. There's a bigger, stronger energy where in emotions, you will always be doing the emotional labor, and it will drain you because they are of the kind of person that is not willing to move forward, is not willing to build themselves up. They want somebody who will do the emotional labor for them. And that's the truth and the reality of this connection. I hope this helped. I hope this shed some clarity on the situation. I hope this helps you move forward and gives you some closure. And I hope you find people in your life who meet you where you are. And I'm sending you lots and lots of blessings. Bye.